I remember when I went off to university, my brother-in-law dropped me off. My mum came up with me, and she was leaving, and she was sort of crying, and I was making up. I was pretending to be really sort of sad and winding up, right? And then I thought, oh, I better call her up. She said, call me, right? So I think I waited to the following Sunday. It'd been about a week, right? And I called her up, and I couldn't just call her up. I suppose I had to be ironic, because I was probably embarrassed about calling my mum, like I wanted to speak to her too. So I just called her up, and she went, hello? I went, Mum? She went, yeah? I went, it's Ricky. She went, what's the matter? I said, I think I'm blind. She went, what? I went, no, how's it going? She went, you silly bleeder, I nearly had a heart attack.
That's great.
So if you want to spice up calls to your mum, pretend you've had a terrible accident and that you're blind.
I like it when I phone my gran, and the only other people that ever phone my gran is me, my sister, or my parents. No one else ever calls. And every time she picks up, she goes, hello? Like, it could be a monster that's going to come through the phone line. But also, it's like she's never... like, each time she hears it ring, it surprises her. Like, there's a noise in the house, and she wanders around and she finds an object that's ringing. And she doesn't know what it is, and she sort of hits buttons until... hello?
Well, she's tried 3 already.
But what annoys me is I'll say, hello, Gran, and she'll go, who's that? Oh, come on! You must recognise me by now. I'm the only person who calls, except about 3 other people.
I'm not the girl.
Yeah, exactly. And my gran, she's had this for years. It's not just that she gets up. She'll go through all of the family's name until she gets to me.
Oh, mine not used to do that.
So she knows it's me, but she'll go, hello, Ron, Elaine, Alex, Steve.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But it's the same with each member of whichever one of us she's talking
always
to.
Last.
It's always last.
Yeah. Oh, dear. So you've spoken to your mum and dad, you've changed the tiles, you've had lunch, the telly's not on.
Suzanne comes in, you've made her dinner?
No.
Right.
What happens there? Now, what happens there?
What time does she get in?
You've done all this by about 4 or 5, have you?
Well, I'm tidying up. I normally keep my eye on the clock. Like to give myself like 40 odd minutes to clean up.
Right.
Kitchen's all clean, ready for us to make the tea.
Ready for her to make the tea, even though I know you've been tiling, but that was a job you gave yourself. You didn't have to do it.
No, but I don't do cooking. She knows that. This isn't even a discussion.
Right.
She knows. Like today, I've got to get some thin chips, so I'll do that.
You mean fries?
Yeah.
Okay. What, it's frozen in the bag or whatever?
Yeah, I've got to get some of them.
And what are you having? What are you having tonight?
Scampi.
So, that's shop-bought scampi, just, what do you do? Just...
I don't know, she
deep
just
fry
it. I don't know. I think it's just chuck it in the oven.
Yeah.
So she'll do all that. I'll eat it.
And, sorry, let me just rewind for a second.
I'll eat it. He's listing it in his day's work. I'll eat it. I say, I've eaten that. She goes, thank you. I go, oven.
Do you ask her her day's been? I'm just interested when she comes in, she's had a busy day.
Not.
She's, listen, don't jump to conclusions, Rick, alright? Okay, so comes in.
Okay, let's act it out.
Yep.
Okay, you've just cleaned up, right? The last bit there, you look back, them tiles look good. You look at the clock. Oh, what time is it? She usually comes through the door.
Don't know. It can change. She calls and warns me.
Right. Let's go through. Take me through it, okay? The end of the day.
Right. Vacuuming up, cleaning up all the mess. Phone's going. Who's that? Suzanne. All right. Yeah. Coming home. All right then. See you in a bit. She'll go. I'll put the kettle on, or at least fill it ready. Because she normally calls again.
What do you mean? She calls again? What?
She calls again when she's out the tube.
Let's do it. Let's hear it. What's going on?
All right. You out the tube? Yeah. Do you want a cup of tea? Yeah. All right. See you in a minute. Flick the kettle on. Get the tea bags out. Make a cup of tea.
Milk.
Bit of milk. Sometimes I'll say, get us a little treat when you come out the tube.
Yeah.
So she'll get me, a bounty or something to go with a cup of tea.
Right.
She'll come in.
Before your tea, though, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's going to be another 40 odd minutes.
So you have a bounty before you have a meal?
Not every day, just sometimes. If I've got a sugar low, I've got a touch of diabetes.
No, you haven't.
I have. I feel like a bit shaky.
Oh, so
sometimes.
you just made that up. So
Yeah.
you have got no evidence whether you got diabetes
Well, I haven't got
or not.
evidence of it, but I think I
No,
have.
so there's no evidence, but let's believe in it anyway.
Right, well, I have a bounty. That normally sorts it out. To me, that's a sign of diabetes. Otherwise, what's wrong with me? So,
You're just a greedy fucker.
no, I'm telling you, I sometimes need it. I get a proper urge for a Mars bar. I go, I've got to have
What
one
do you have a
now.
bounty for then?
No, just to mix it up because I get sick of Mars bars.
Do you? Well, when you say get me a bounty, have you got an urge for a bounty then or a Mars bar?
Well, it's just that they're both quite equal in sugar content.
Yeah, but just,
Bounties, there's a lot of that.
do you
coconut.
specify then when you say get me a treat? She says, well, what?
I
Sometimes you have a Mars bar, sometimes you have a
No,
bounty.
that's enough for me. When she comes in, it's a talking topic, innit? What have you got me?
Topic. She sometimes gets you a topic.
You know, it's something to chat about, innit?
Right. Okay.
Got your
Something
bounty.
to chat about.
So, has there ever been a time? Sorry, I just got to get this straight, Steve.
Sorry, Rick, I just wanted to say, could you imagine you and I having a conversation about what chocolate bar you have brought me? What'd you get me, Rick?
Got your bounty. Is that all right?
Thanks, mate. That's as long as that conversation can possibly
Yeah,
go.
that is
You're
it.
talking about it as a talking point.
Yeah, so what happens? So what's the last time there was a discussion about what she bought you? Did she ever bring you a bounty and you go, oh, I was really hoping for a Mars bar?
I think the last time she got a bounty, I sort of said, "Oh, they do a 3-pack now." Do you know how they just have 2 bars? They do a 3 one.
Right, what did she say?
She said, "Did they?" Did
She said, I want out of this relationship.
No, but that's how a chat starts, and they'll go, "Yeah, that's why there's fatter people now. Everything's in bigger amounts, innit? It used to just be 1, like a Milky Way. Now you can get a 3-pack, and then they're saying, "Oh, there's fat people," because that's the thing. She's sort of been talking to people all day. I've been tiling, listening to the radio, hearing reports of obesity. So this is a chance for me to tell her what I've learned in a way.
Right.
So I'll empty what
I bet
I've
she
learned.
loves coming through that door.
When she comes through, take her coat off, I'll go, "Oh," she'll go, "What, are we having scampi still, or have you gone off the idea?" And then I'll go, "Oh, you know, we should get them tablets my mum's been talking about." She goes, "What tablets?" I go, "The food." So see how it's all coming together.
Yeah.
So it's like that, and that's
What does
we
she
do.
say to the idea of now living on tablets instead of having some scampi and chips when she comes home after a hard day's work? What does
She
she say
just
to
sort of
that?
goes, "Oh, right."
She says, oh, right.
Yeah.
So this important information which you're imparting that you've garnered during the day, her response to that is, oh, right.
Yeah.
So-
and then I'll get her attention at some point. I'll say there's worms with teeth.
I'll get her attention at some point. I'll say I'm going to bring out the good big guns now.
Imagine-
Right, she's ignoring me. Okay, wait for this.
Wait.
Suzanne, I see you. You're ignoring me. Yeah. Worms with teeth. Oh God! Amazing. So what does she say to worms have teeth?
I can't remember. She just sort of said, "Oh, have you got the facts right?" I said, "Yeah." That's kind of it. And she'll either go, "Oh, right," or she'll. I mean, it's pretty rare that it's anything more than that.
So it's not a conversation, really.
No.
Because the response twice now has been, oh, right.
Right. So she's looking forward to some scampi and chips. She hands over your bounty. You go, "Oh, they do 3. Yeah, whatever. Right. What happens next? Take us through.
I'll sort of say, "You got anything to report? Anything gone on today?" And she knows it's. I sort of phase off again. It's like a phone call. She'll go, "Oh, so and so's leaving or whatever," and I don't know these people, and I'm not that interested.
And she senses that.
Yeah.
Yep.
So she'll go, "Oh, have you paid the insurance?" I go, "No, I forgot." She'll go, "Yeah, I've told you to do that." I said, "Yeah, but I've been doing the tiling." She's going, "Yeah, but weren't meant to do the tiling. I asked you to sort the insurance out on the washer because the washer keeps breaking." And she won't let me fix it, even though I know what it was. It was a heating element. I said, I know how to fix that. But she was going, "No, I don't want you messing with it because if you flood the kitchen out, it's, makes a mess." So anyway, so I've got to sort that out. I still haven't done it. I should have done that today. Then have a game of crib.
Oh God! Oh
It's like being in an old people's home.
I know, but I'll tell you what. Put the telly on because there's some flump on there that might give you an insight.
No,
No?
not until... like I've said to you before, unless she knows what she's putting it on for, it doesn't go on.
Right.
None of this flicking it
So when
on.
she says, "Let's put the telly on," you go, "Okay, Suzanne, what are we going to watch?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, what...
And
what
she goes, "Well, I don't know. Should we have a look what's on?"
I say, "Look what's on first."
But have you got a Radio Times or a TV?
Yeah, I've got like a magazine that comes with a paper at the weekend.
Okay.
Look through that. If there's anything on your fancy, we'll look at it. If not, we don't need it on. Put the radio on.
Right.
And then she has a look and she'll go, The Apprentice is on. I'll go, okay, you can have it on.
Right.
If she goes, oh, there's... I can't remember a time when I've said, no, you're not having that on.
You're quite patriarchal, aren't you, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean?
Well, that the man of the house rules the roost.
Yeah, you pretty
Not
much lay the
really.
rules down, don't you?
No, because she still does what she wants. Even though I'm saying you're clumping about again, making a racket, she does it more. But it works, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Sounds like it. And so you've had a lovely game of crib with Suzanne, because, you know, the magic's still there. And what time do you hit the sack?
Don't know, about 11.
Do you go to bed at the same time?
Yeah. So that's it, yeah, that's
So,
the day, really.
well, hang on, we haven't finished yet. So, any conversation before bed?
Depends if the radio's on. I might say, look, here's that story about the worm.
Yeah.
And then she'll go, yeah, but look, it hasn't got teeth. It said this, that and the other. And I'll go, oh, yeah, forgot.
Good night.
That's the end of that, really.
Another day closer to death.
Well, that was a free podcast. I suppose we'd call that a day in the life of Karl Pilkington. That's a little thank you to all the fans who bought the audiobooks.
It's not much of a gift, is it?
Wow, it's something, isn't it? I mean, I know Karl did it begrudgingly, but thank you for downloading the audiobooks all these years. Karl's very grateful, really. It means he can go and buy as much grouting as he'll ever need. And thank you to people who've bought the book, An Idiot Abroad, and watched the programme. If you still can't get enough Karl, the DVD An Idiot Abroad is out. That's a lovely Christmas gift for all the family. Order that now at amazon.co.uk or Calm or
Yeah,
HMV
or your retailer
or Play.
of choice. Your retailer,
Any retailer of choice. Or go out and buy it. Go out for
get
a
off your
walk.
arse and buy it.
Go out for a walk and buy An Idiot Abroad on DVD and the book. And what a lovely Christmas gift the Ricky Gervais Show would make as well on DVD.
Animated ramblings from the round-headed moron.
Some people don't even realise that The Idiot Abroad is Karl Pilkington from the Ricky Gervais Show. If you're on Twitter and Facebook and MySpace, or if you've got just friends you actually talk to via the mouth, then tell them if they enjoyed An Idiot Abroad to get the Ricky Gervais Show on audiobook or DVD. And while you're at it, buy my new stand-up on DVD, Science.
I don't know, Rick. That seems a shameless plug.
Yeah. Well, what was all the other shit then?
Yeah, that was just talking to the fans.
That's
Whereas,
because you get a third of all the other stuff.
all right, let's not talk. Let's not reduce it to money.
Karl's on it.
On what?
On the Science DVD. I've done a special programme where I interview him for Science, which is amazing. But my favourite bit is probably when he meets Warwick Davis. I stitched him right up. He thought he was going to have a talk about science. We hid Warwick, right?
Well, that's not hard, is it?
We had to keep him in a different room, and then Karl sat down, thought he was talking about science, and I went, got a little fella, and Warwick walks out, and your little face, and Warwick confronted him over some of the words he's used. Midget.
Yes, I remember the famous midget hippopotamus story.
Yeah.
I'm sure you used the word midget there far too many times.
Yeah. So there's a few things to buy at Christmas. Go out and buy one of our DVDs or books. This was free. Now pay for something.